Hello, streaming to you live. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. And it's day number 373, wearing the incredible X39. And it's countdown to my 50th birthday. 150 days are left. And I want to talk about the subject ingredients of normal ... Stick around if you want to learn some of what that is. And then I will follow up with today's workout, a 9-minute warm up, and it'll be leg day. Good old leg day. So, the topic of ingredients of normal. So, before I do that, I'm going to start with the X49. I'm going to put one on each hand. So there's another X49. So one on the left and one on the right. So, ingredients of normal. And there's a report that I'm going to read. And it grabbed my attention. And I will explain why. The title of the report is Nature and Composition of Urine from Healthy Subjects, recorded in 1975 by A.H. Free, H.M. Free, from Urinalysis in Clinical Laboratory Practice, Miles Laboratories. So that's right here, what I'm reading. Subject, ingredients of normal human urine. In general, most of us have no idea that urine is an extraordinary body fluid derived from the blood that is filled with hundreds of health-supporting ingredients. But, for that matter, this is a fact that scientists themselves have only begun to fully understand within the last few decades. Now, this is back in 1975, a long time ago. As Free explain, literally thousands of compounds have been identified in normal urine, and the vast majority of these have been derived from the blood. The understanding of the composition of urine has gradually evolved as the sciences of chemistry and physiology have developed. It is now recognized that the urine contains thousands of compounds, and as new, more sensitive analytical tools evolve, it is quite certain that new constituents of urine will be recognized. This report goes on to give a detailed listing of approximately 200 constituents of urine. But, as the researchers comment, this table is not considered to be complete, but identifies only compounds of interest. Listing all 200 of the ingredients here would be a bit much, so I'll give a sample of some of the ingredients in urine that are most recognizable, because many of them are the same ingredients that you see on your vitamin supplement labels, or that you've read or heard about from various sources. Again, we never think of urine as a nutrient, but as this analysis of urine shows, there are numerous elements of nutritional value in urine, along with hormones, steroids, and other critical elements that regulate and control key processes of the body. That makes me think a little bit, because when I first mentioned this, I showed the book. This is back, I think, in December. I started to revisit it more so. And largely because I received a text from a friend who reminded me of the book. And I thought, oh yeah, I should revisit this. So earlier this year, I began. And since I do this live stream 6 days a week, I started to notice something. What am I noticing? Or maybe not just something, but some things. And makes me go, because when I'm reading this list of ingredients, which I will do, I also have disclosed that I do not take any supplements. No creatine monohydrate, no protein powder, no vegan, well, let's say like your vegetarian type powders, nothing, no powders of that sorts, none. What you see here, deuterium free, or deuterium depleted water with a molecular hydrogen bond of 114 degrees. This has been a staple for me for a long time. So, I'm collecting my thoughts here. In this list of ingredients, which I will show right here, okay, the first one on the list, alanine. Isn't that interesting? Alanine, which is one of the amino acids. 38 milligrams per day. Well, isn't that interesting? And is it only coincidence that my last Feel It Friday workout was pretty fast. It's pretty strong pace. And I finished that pretty quickly. 17 and something minutes. And alanine is one of the amino acids that's necessary for the AHK. And that day I noticed, strong. So, what we eat also influences what our body's going to create and produce that's necessary for you. Why is it called your own perfect medicine? Well, if you're lacking alanine, then just maybe your body's going to produce it for you, and guess what? Are you taking advantage of it? Arginine total. Here, 32 milligrams per day. Ascorbic acid. Wow, isn't that interesting? What is ascorbic acid known as? Vitamin C? 30 milligrams a day. Allantoin. 12 milligrams per day. Amino acids total, 2.1 grams per day. Total amino acids, 2.1 grams per day. Is there a coincidence that I keep putting on muscle? And I'm not eating 170 some grams per day? Yeah, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? And you can see my size, my physique has changed in the last little while. It has changed. Go back to when I first started posting the live streams, all the videos, and look at my physique. Look how I look now. Is there a difference? Go back and look. You will see that it has changed. And is it only coincidence that, bicarbonate, 140 milligrams per day. Biotin, 35 milligrams per day. Calcium, 23 milligrams per day. Creatinine, 1.4 milligrams per day. Well, isn't that interesting? Cysteine, 120 milligrams per day. Dopamine, 0.4 milligrams per day. Epinephrine, 0.01 milligrams per day. Folic acid, 4 milligrams per day. Glucose, 100 milligrams per day. Glutamic acid, 308 milligrams per day. Glycine, 455 milligrams per day. Inositol, 14 milligrams per day. Iodine, 0.25 milligrams per day. Iron, 0.5 milligrams per day. Lysine, 56 milligrams per day. Magnesium, 100 milligrams per day. Manganese, 0.5 milligrams per day. Methionine, 10 milligrams per day. Nitrogen, 15 milligrams per day. Ornithine, 10 milligrams per day. Pantothenic acid, 3 milligrams per day. Phenylalanine. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Phenylalanine, 21 milligrams per day. Phosphorus, organic, 9 milligrams per day. Potassium, 2.5 milligrams per day. Proteins total, 35 milligrams per day. Riboflavin, 0.9 milligrams per day. Tryptophan, 28 milligrams per day. Tyrosine, 50 milligrams per day. Urea, 24.5 milligrams per day. Vitamin B6, 100 milligrams per day. Vitamin B12, 0.03 milligrams per day. Zinc, 1.4 milligrams per day. Now, here's the good stuff now. More good stuff. Hormonal substances. Aldosterone for males is approximately, let's say what they measured, 3.5 milligrams per day. Aldosterone for females, 4.2 milligrams per day. Androgens, females from the age of 20 to 40 years old, 14 milligrams per day. Androgens for male, for the same age group, 18.2 milligrams per day. Androsterone, females, 4.2 milligrams per day. Androsterone, males, 3.5 milligrams per day. Estradiol for female, that's the luteal phase, 7 milligrams per day. Esterol, female, that's the luteal phase, 28 milligrams per day. Estrone, female, luteal phase, 14 milligrams per day. And then 17 ketogenic adrenocorticoids for female would be 12.6 milligrams per day. For male, 14.7. And ketol steroids, 18.2 milligrams per day. So this is just a small list of the ingredients that are in it. So would there be a reason why I keep putting muscle on? I've noticed a little bit of a surge. Creating the hypertrophy with the vibration plate training. Using the light therapy to activate photobiomodulation inside the body. Supporting ATP with the cleanest and most absorbable. And it goes, let's see some more. An interesting point about many of these urine ingredients is that many of them are naturally synthesized forms of key nutritional elements. This is why I don't like peptides. I don't like it. I never have. And am I reaping the benefits from... For instance, the synthesized or digestive forms of vitamin B6, pyridoxine, are found in urine. Pyridoxal, 70 milligrams per day, and pyridoxamine, 100 milligrams per day. When you ingest B6, pyridoxine, in your food or as a vitamin supplement, the body breaks it down into simpler substances that it can use, namely pyridoxal and pyridoxamine. These two substances have tremendous nutritive value. They're essential for the synthesis and breakdown of amino acids. The conversion of tryptophan to niacin, the breakdown of glycogen to glucose, the production of antibodies, the formation of hem in hemoglobin, the formation of hormones important in brain function, the proper absorption of B12, and the maintenance of the balance of sodium and potassium, which regulates body fluids. In using natural urine therapy, you are not only ingesting B6 itself, but you are also ingesting the already synthesized forms of B6, which can be extremely important to people who have an impaired ability to utilize B vitamins or other essential nutrients in their systems due to such factors as poor digestion and assimilation, aging, the use of drugs, oral contraceptives, antibiotics, etc. There are many pre-digested nutritional products on the market today for people whose bodies have a difficult time breaking down more complex nutritional substances into elements that the body can use efficiently. But urine in itself is an incredible complex and complete mixture of your own already pre-synthesized nutrients that no chemist anywhere could ever duplicate. And because you are everyone's unique in their own specific way, this totally makes sense. Why would you not try it? Why? Now, you got to remember that in order for your body to really unlock its full healing potential, you need multiple things for it to happen. You can't just have one without the other. It doesn't work that way. So to conclude, as a matter of fact, Bjornesio, no, okay, this is I butchered the name. I don't think I pronounced it correctly. The researcher who did the studies on the anti-tuberculin activity of urine did conduct experiments using an artificial urine concocted in the laboratory. He found, however, that whereas natural urine did not let me say this again. He found, however, that whereas natural urine did kill or stop the growth of the TB bacteria, the artificial urine did not, because the natural anti-TB urine element could not be synthetically duplicated. And so that's why people say, oh, they take a peptide and it doesn't work for them. Well, of course, because it's not formulated for you. So don't waste your money. It's a bait and switch situation. Like I said yesterday, there's no money in piss. Several of the following research reports deal specifically with urine therapy, treatments of cancer, AIDS, mental disorders, skin conditions, and urea's dermatological and cosmetic uses, and these particular reports have been grouped in sections under their appropriate category titles to make it easier for you to review them. And there's a part that I came across on another report in the book where it talks about the importance of hydrogen. And I'm like, when when there's no denying the charge of the hydrogen is going to have a direct impact on your body's ability to synthesize these things. Would it not? From a chemistry standpoint? So would you not want the cleanest and most absorbable? I'm asking the question. Use tools that are right here in front of you. This is one tool I use. You don't have to use this, but I use it because of the benefits it provides, especially during the winter when there's no sunlight and your body is not getting that. Hey, Gordon, you gotta synthesize. Like, it's one thing to do the urine therapy, but you also need the trigger for it as many pieces of the puzzle that come together. This is why I'm saying it's not just, you can't just have one without the other. It doesn't work that way. I'll be the first to tell you that. And I don't need to have a medical degree to know it, because I feel it. I can feel it. And my ability to show you this from a fitness perspective is another way of validating that. So, if you want to experience some of the benefits from the light therapy, which in my opinion I think is the best technology, because it can fit into any lifestyle, and you can take it anywhere with you. And when you visit unlockyourbioenergy.godaddysites.com, as you see in the QR code, scan it, you'll see that I've revised the website. And I'm going to include some urine therapy stuff now too, because I think it's important. It's natural. So use the light to help with the urine therapy, develop the stem cells. Combine them together. Why would you not? Top it off with some good water and the salts that I talk about. We're electric beings. Charge your battery. Make sure you have the salt. It's good for you. As is the exercise. So, without further ado, let's begin that. So, today's sequence is going to be leg day. So I'll be doing pistol squats, TKEs, and then the stretched quad extension. So I like to strengthen that part. I worked on it last week, and the TKEs is going to involve that, or the pistol squats, should I say, with the TKE. Last week, when I did it for the first time, it's more of an advanced exercise, especially when I add the vibration plate as part of the process. And if you're starting out for the first time, that might be too difficult for you. And if it is, then do squats as an alternative. Just bands with the vibration plate if that's what you want to try to do. Third exercise is going to be hamstring curls, which I will continue using with the vibration plate. And the fourth exercise will be my favorite, the ball bridges, which is going to attack the glutes and the hamstrings as well, and the posterior chain. So it's going to also climb up into the lower back. So it's a very good complex exercise. And adding the vibration provides a lot of disturbance, and it creates muscle activation. Then I will do the tibia. I like to strengthen that tibia muscle. Helps with the skipping. And then calf raises over and above all the skipping that I already do. Because I like to make sure the calf muscle is getting extra work. So, with that, Okay, the heart rate monitor is here. Let's have a look. So you can see. So we're going to place it. Turn that on. Let's start recording. I will set the yeah, I'll do 144 today. What the heck? Or 7. I'll do 142. I changed my mind. Also, I'm looking at doing some different types of, or you know what? I'm going to change today. I'm going to do this guy. I'll do 10 minutes as opposed to 9 minutes. So, and what I will do is adjust the tempo. I'm going to go faster. 175. So, let's begin. So, this, it's a 10-minute HIIT. So basically, when the screen, the color behind the timer turns green, that's when I'm going to match 175. And then take a slight, then the following 30 seconds, just whatever pace feels natural. So, I'm going to switch back and forth between the two for today. Oh my. That's a brisk pace, 175. I can certainly feel how the energy in my body is moving around. Largely because it is cold down here, and I can feel how my arms are warming up. I kind of like this 9-minute. makes the arms hurt a little bit. This pace. All right. Just poured myself some water here. Just gonna so that was a solid warm-up. Probably a little more aggressive than I thought it would be, which is okay. Certainly felt good. My heart rate has come down lots. Before I start doing the leg day exercises, I'm going to do the dead man hang. So I'm just going to switch to this here. So it'll be countdown 3, 2, 1, and then like that. So, all right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so I don't know how many seconds total that was, but because I didn't count. So for today's leg day, we're going to start with pistol squats. That's where I'm going to take the vibration plate. I'm going to set it about here, I think, to begin with. And I have an orange band attached here with a secondary band attached to the bottom. And so I could do that same thing by attaching the bands to the wall behind me, but just for setup purposes, I do it this way. And so by having the band around my knee, the bottom one, that's going to tug or force me to complete the full range of movement. Oh, it's kind of on the far side. So move this a little bit closer. So this band, orange band, I can tug and pull it back a little bit so it moves, which is good because then I'm not gonna, if I'm trying to pull on this, then it forces the leg to do the work, and which is what I want. I want to focus as much attention to the leg as opposed to using my upper body to pull myself up. So, and because this anchor point is kind of at my hip level, it just provides enough stability for me to be able to push out. So with today's pistol squats, I'm going to try to go deep all the way down to the bottom, whereas last week I missed to do that on the left, and I did it on the right one only. So it goes to show that my strength levels between the two legs are different. So here we go, deep. Yeah. And you can switch between a reverse lunge. Oh, hard. It's difficult. Losing my balance. So the TKE works the very end of the. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Holding at TKE here. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm going to try holding with the left to see how that goes. It's easier with my right. Slightly, just because of the balance portion of it. Slightly better. Oh, my leg is fatigued. Oh wow, the leg is burning. Good, it's good. Oh. Wow. Wow. It's a tough exercise. On a difficulty scale, I would say it's really up there. And I think my heart rate shows that as well. Okay, so now the other side. I can feel my knee crack a little bit, which forces a full contraction, but so here I'm doing the TKEs in between the pistol squats. Gah! Ha! Wow. I can feel the glutes pulling on the lower back, which is good. That means that they're really pushing hard. No. Oh. All right. Next up is stretched squat extension or stretched quad extensions. And today's variation, I'm going to go back to using the floor for this. And I will place this somewhere like this. There we go. Line up the vibration plates so it's somewhat in the center. And oh, wow. That's where I'm going to take the bands like this here and attach it to my feet. There's one. There's the second. And I want to have tension here at this point. So kind of at full stretch. The tension is starting. Now let's begin. So the bands are pulling, quads are being engaged. At this point, that's why I want a lot of tension. Oh yeah. Oh, those quads are burning. Right here. Ah! Oh. Oh, wow. And there's still tension here at this angle. I probably could put a little bit more. Oh my. Oh my. When are you done? Take these off. All right. Next up is hamstring curls. So that's where I'm going to change the position of these, or actually, I'll just take these guys here. I'm going to untie my shoes to do this. And you'll see why momentarily here. It's because I like to slide on the ankle straps. As opposed to, I probably could have put them on earlier for the TKE. That's what I meant to say. But for this exercise, the hamstring curls, this will be just right. And I'm going to take the yeah. I suppose I could have Yeah, doing it this way just speeds it up a little bit. I have to do it in. So I'm attaching the bands that I just used for the quads. I'm going to use them for the hamstrings. So both the front and the back of the leg gets the same tension as it should, largely because it's like having how would you say, balance between the chest and the lat muscles. So obviously I'm using that same approach. So the bands are twisted. I don't want that. Okay. There we go. And there's this one too. Now that I see it. Alright, so tension here about the beginning, just what I want. And let's begin. Okay. So by having the bands attached this way, so I'm focusing on the curl portion of the hamstring. So similar like you would with a bicep curl, so using the same principle. Because that's what the hamstring does, is it moves, kicks with the heel, not with the toe. The quads kick with the toe, hamstrings kick with the heel. So here I am working the curl. So now I'm pointing my toes as if I'm doing a ballerina stance and curling, and it changes how it feels. Especially with the hamstring, I can really feel the difference. Especially at this point here. Surprisingly. Oh my. This is hard to get all the way up, like curl it all the way. Goodness, oh my. All right. So, next up is ball bridges. Leave that like that. No. up here. I just barely get them around my calves. Okay, so I'm going to take the ball here. And I'm going to lay in the plastic, I think. Or there. Over there. And then weight. And grab 25 pounds. So this is a 25-pound dumbbell. You can do more if you wish, but adding this here, the vibration really, oh, there it is. I'm looking for this. Okay, so like this, and then curl and hold. My butt is just touching, now it's resting, and then up, resting, and up. So focusing more on the glutes and part of the hamstrings as well. They get involved. Oh my. You wouldn't think that this is hard, but it's good. It's a very good exercise. Oh. All right, next up is tibia. Oh, my hamstrings are still screaming. Next I'm going to use is the switch the vibration plate over here. Attach the loose bands that I have here and attach them to my feet. Ouch. I just pinched myself. My own ankle straps. That hurt. Alright. Buttocks are playing with the buttons. So, I'm attaching the ankle strap right on the joint that's for the big toe. If that makes any sense. So, kind of there. So that way you have a lot of tension where it needs to be, but then my shoes don't, or the ankle straps don't fall off my shoes. So here I'm holding, yeah, I can feel the tension now pointing forward. So here's about, there's 0%, 10, 50, 75, and now here 100. So holding that tension, working the tibialis, the tibia, and it's still pulling. This is a good exercise to do if you're a sprinter or a runner of sorts, play soccer, tennis, badminton, anything, basketball, lacrosse. Doesn't matter what sport you play. This exercise will correlate the strength into it, and you will reap the benefits from it. Your stopping power becomes even stronger, and your explosive power, reverse, benefits from it. You can roll your ankles like this to get different angles if you wanted to. That's the benefit of this variation, is you can really target all the different muscle fibers in the areas that are beside. And I can feel it, the differences. So here, the bands are still tugging. So I'm working at the very, very bottom end of the movement, strengthening it here with the band still pulling. So that's at the stretched, this is the stretched position. Now pulling, contracting the muscle all the way through. Here's a fully contracted. So different ways you can really target the muscle. And you can tell, pulling it off, how much tension there is. Alright, last but not least is calves. So, which way am I going to do this today? Okay, I'm going to do it this way. So calf muscles are going to get the blue band, but I'm going to take a door anchor and attach it to the band I just took off the wall. And this is going to go around the bottom of my foot as I just used for the tibialis. One band for each side. And I'm going to use this variation because I want to be able to easily change my foot position. And by attaching them this way, allows me to do that as opposed to using the bar that I have been using on occasion. So this is just a nice variation. So if you have these bands and tools, you can make use of this. You don't have to have a bar per se, which is nice. And I like to hold the door anchor around my shoulder like this. So while I place the other end around my foot. So if you find that you have difficulties with just kind of lining this up here in the circles. It's good. Alright, that's the way to do it. Now, I'm going to take one band, put it around my ball of my foot. So, here we are. And this is going to go around my shoulder on this side. And then this one here, equally so on the other side. So, by pulling it like this, they don't slide. Now, taking the bands, this is the little challenging part. I should probably set this up and then walk into it. Set it up on the floor. Easier this way. Yeah, that's what I should have done to begin with. Now I can walk into it. Now, while I'm holding these, so here's the fully stretched position. Just going to readjust this slightly. There we go. Sliding on me, believe it or not, which I don't like. I'm going to redo this timer. I didn't like how it was sliding too much. Hands is better. Yeah, much better. I put the ankle strap more around the center of my foot. And I can feel the activation of the calf muscle now because of it. If I compare the two variations, whether I'm using the door anchors or the bar, this here allows me to change the amplitude. One of the things is that the tension is slightly different with the ankle strap around my arch of my foot, which is the case today. It feels different. the tension adjusts, but I can still feel the activation of the calf. So overall still okay and giving me the result I'm wanting, because the tension is still there. And when you hold it isometrically, I can feel now here stretched. Just holding the heels right above kind of the plywood behind me. Oh, that was my ankle. So you could do this way as well, but I prefer doing the vibration variation because it just creates more activation in the muscle. All right, so let's have a glance at the heart rate results for today and look at the timestamp. So you can see here, April 22nd, 2026. Starting time was at 1:36 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Maximum heart rate I hit today was 158. Oh, there's something happened there. Disconnected. Probably because of my, oh, I know, when I was doing the quad, probably quad extensions. That's probably what happened, is the sensor lost connection with my phone. So you can see there, 150 is the top dotted line today. And my heart rate is changing. And I've been thinking about potentially why, especially when I'm doing the skipping. And I say this is because I changed one thing a little more consistently now, which has been the reintroduction of chia seeds into my daily routine. And I only take 5 grams worth of dried chia seeds, and then I mix it with water. So however much of a dose that equates to, but and in doing so, it's been a number of weeks now, and it started about beginning of March, more or less. So it's been about 6 weeks, I think, and I think it has had an impact on my heart rate results, especially during the cardio, largely because omega-3 is can be used as an energy source, but it doesn't become as easily used, especially if it's part of muscle fibers. And the reason why I say this is because I've noticed a change in my body fat levels, where I can see now the vein that's in the bicep here on both sides. And this is something that has been gradually revealing itself, and that has to do with more my body fat percentage is reducing, and I'm starting to see. But I think also too is because my muscle is getting bigger as well. So it's a combination of the two things, and that is puts a smile on my face, because it is validating the choices that I'm making with regards to the light therapy, the water, and also your own perfect medicine. And it's starting to show itself again, because I've done the urine therapy before, and I've started again. So, and now that I'm seeing the changes in my body and how things have followed suit, it's validating the theories behind what the book is saying, and it works. So when you combine it with the different pieces, you're going to be in a situation where you're going to win. And if you want to maximize your longevity to live well, live long, and live young, well, start unlocking your bioenergy. Think about your DNA, powering it with the best. This is one of those pieces. And see for yourself. I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't mean it. So, tomorrow is going to be Thirsty Thursday, and it will be shoulders, rotators, and traps. So, make sure you eat well, you sleep well, and be ready for tomorrow. It's going to be good. We'll see you then.